Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Gananaham Tva Ganapati Gumbhavamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspadanaschanmannudibesidasadanam Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Shruti Spruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Sadashiva Samarambam Shankara Acharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Parjanta Vande Shri Guru Paramparam. Om Shri Shankaracharya Swamine Namaha. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Gunaktu Saha Virjam Karavavahai Tejaspinavati Tamastu Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Namaste Mahodaya. Lakshmi Bibi Bhagini.
Yes, Bhagini. Sakta karmanya vidvamsaha yatha kurvanti bharata kuryad vidvans tatha saktaha chikitshulloka sangraham.
Good. Next.
Vijay Lakshmi R Bhagini.
Namaste Mahodaya.
Namaste.
Na buddhi vedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam joshayet sarva karmani vidvan yuktas samacharan.
Yeah, good.
Sri Lakshmi HR Bhagini.
Namaste Mahodaya.
Namaste.
Prakrite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashah ahankara vimudatma kartahamiti manyate.
Krishna Pavani Bhagini.
Namaste Mahodaya.
Namaste.
Tattvavittu mahabaho gunakarma vibhagayoho guna guneshu vartante iti matva na sajjate.
Good. Yesterday we did up to this shloka, so we'll now move forward.
Kashmira Bhagini.
Yes.
Namaste. Prakrutir guna sammudaha.
Prakriti guna sammudhaha. Prakriti guna sammudhaha.
That should be Prakrutir. Ir should also be audible. Prakrutir guna sammudaha.
Prakritir guna sammudhaha. Prakritir guna sammudhaha.
Sajjante guna karmasu.
Sajjante guna karmasu. Sajjante guna karmasu.
Prakrutir guna sammudaha. Sajjante guna karmasu.
Prakritir guna sammudhaha. Sajjante guna karmasu.
One more. Once again.
Prakritir guna sammudhaha. Sajjante guna karmasu.
Good. Next.
Sheila Shinde Bhagini.
Yes, ma'am.
Tana Krishna Vido Mandan.
Tana Krishna Vido Mandan. Tana Krishna Vido Mandan.
Krishna Vinna Vichalayed.
Krishna Vinna Vichalayet. Krishna Vinna Vichalayet.
It is not Krishna. Krishna is Bhagavan. It's Krishna.
Krishna.
Means full. Yeah, Krishna. Krishna is full.
Okay.
So it is
Krishna.
not. It's not
Okay.
Krishna. It's Krishna.
Krishna. Krishna.
Yeah, Krishna.
Krishna. Okay.
Tana Krishna Vido Mandan Krishna Vinna Vichalayed.
Tana Krishna Vido Mandan Krishna Vinna Vichalayet. Tana Krishna Vido Mandan Krishna Vinna Vichalayet.
The ta should come, then sa should come. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna.
Not Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna.
First is ta, then only sa. Krishna.
Okay.
Okay.
Krishna.
Tana Krishna Vidho Mandan Krishna Vinna Vichalayet.
Tana Krishna Vido Mandan Krishna Vinna Vichalayet.
Okay. Next.
Srimati Bhagini.
Prakruter Guna Sammudaha Sajjante Guna Karmasu.
प्रकृतेर्गुणसम्मूढाः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु प्रकृतेर्गुणसम्मूढाः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु.
Next.
Thank you.
Sharat Chavan Mahodaya.
Tana Krishna Vido Mandan Krishna Vinna Vichalayet.
Tana Krishna Vido Mandan Krishna Vinna Vichalayet. Tana Krishna Vido Mandan Krishna Vinna Vichalayet.
Good. Next.
Leena Mehuldama Bhagini.
First line 2 times.
प्रकृतेर्गुणसम्मूढाः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु प्रकृतेर्गुणसम्मूढाः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु.
Good. Next.
Anupama Bhatt Bhagini.
Second line 2 times.
Tana Krishna Vido Mandan Krishna Vinna Vichalayet. Tana Krishna Vido Mandan Krishna Vinna Vichalayet.
Good. Next.
K. Lalita Bhagini.
First line 2 times.
Yes, sir. प्रकृतेर्गुणसम्मूढाः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु प्रकृतेर्गुणसम्मूढाः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु.
Good. Next.
Sai Lakshmi Bhagini.
Namaste, Mahamadi.
Namaste. Second line 2 times.
Okay. Tana Krishna Vido Mandan Krishna Vinna Vichalayet. Tana Krishna Vido Mandan Krishna Vinna Vichalayet.
Good. Next.
Raja Lakshmi Bhagini.
2 lines once slowly.
Namaste, Mahodaya.
Okay.
Prakrite guna sammudaha sajjante guna karmasu tana krishna vido mandan krishna vinna vichalayet.
Good. Next.
Vijay Lakshmi R Bhagini.
2 lines once.
प्रकृते गुणसम्मूढाः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु तान् कृष्णविदो मन्तान् कृष्णविन्न विचालयेत्.
Next.
Lakshmi Bibi Bhagini.
Entire shloka once.
प्रकृतेर्गुणसम्मूढाः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु तान् कृत्स्नविदो मन्दान् कृत्स्नविन्न विचालयेत्.
Next. One more.
Kashmira Bhagini.
Full
Yes.
shloka once.
प्रकृतेर्गुणसम्मूढाः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु तान् कृत्स्नविदो मन्दान् कृत्स्नविन्न विचालयेत्.
So we'll go to the meaning of this sloka now. Yesterday, I think we had spent a lot of time in understanding gunas, right? We had a lot of discussion we had on the gunas, as to how gunas act, what are the three types of gunas we have, and how the gunas that we have is the one that has come from the universe to us. Because universe also has these things, mass, energy, and intelligence. Mass is supposed to be something like our tamasa guna. Energy which is going to be provided, tamasa guna is, the body is also can be considered as tamas because body is also a mass. So universal macrocosm, you got universe as a big mass, and then in the microcosm as a human being, we have a mass. Body is a mass. Then if you look at the universe, then what is that you have got? Universe is in action. Continuously planets are moving, sun is moving, everything is moving. Okay, so how does it move? It is because of energy. Similarly, if you look at a human being also, we have got energy within us, which is making us all move, right? How does the energy come in from? It is primarily the mind complex, body, mind. Mind is the one which is able to activate all the instruments, the pranas. That is the reason why the energy in the body is similar to the energy that you have in the universe also. The third thing is that in the universe, everything is in order. They all follow a law. The earth rotates once in a day. The earth rotates around the sun once in a year. So everything is in order. There is an intelligence in the entire universe in terms of functioning. Similarly, we also have intelligence. So if you look at a human, us, we are in no way different than the universe. That we have to understand very, very clearly. So the universe has got mass and energy and intelligence. We also have got a body, which is a mass. Energy is our Shushma Sarira, which is consisting of our pranas, Pancha Karmendriyani, Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Pranayaha, Mano, Buddhi, Ahankara. These are all the intelligence factors that we have. Okay. So mass, energy, then intelligence is also there with us. We have intelligence because mind is only capable of having thoughts. Intelligence is the one that is able to provide a rationality to the thought and make us act in a way. That is the choice that we have. Somebody has got a choice that today, 2:30 to 3:30, I'll come and sit in the Bhagavad Gita class. Choice we make. Somebody will say, no, I'll go to a cinema theater and have a movie. That is the way I want to spend my time. That is also a choice that they make. The buddhi is going to tell you what kind of decision that you need to make. So if you look at that way, the microcosm that we have, we as a human body, is nothing but a part of the macrocosm, which is universal, large. We have to understand that. Then when you start looking at the body vis-a-vis the earth is made of panchabhutas. It is made of what? Akasha. And then you got Akasha Vayu, Akashat Vayu, Vayu or Agnihi, Agner Apaha, that is Agni, then water, then Prakriti, that is Prithvi, that is earth. So you got Akasha, then you got Vayu, then you got Agni, then you got water, and then you got earth. So these are the 5 elements the entire the earth and the outer space is all having. When we look at us, Akasha is there. They got free space inside our body. So Akasha, what we see outside, is also there with us. One. Second thing is that Vayu. We have also Vayu. Prana is continuously going up inside and outside. So Vayu is also a part of our existence. So space is a part of our existence. Vayu is a part of our existence. Then Agni, we have got a fire. Even the hunger is a fire. There is a body is also having warmth. So that is a kind of fire. So Agni. Then we also have water inside the body system. A lot of water, a lot of fluids are there. All the fluids can also be taken as a water system only. Water. And then you got earth. Earth is body, which is consisting of all the material that you have on the earth. The body is consisting of what? It is all consisting of the elements that you will find in the earth only. Nothing beyond that. So the body is nothing but a panchabhutas, which has got into this particular shape, right? Then there is something that is underlying which makes this body exist. The same thing that makes the earth exist and the universe exist is the same thing that makes this body also exist. That underlying substratum, because of the body, why it is able to exist, and the universe existing, the earth existing, the cosmos existing, is Brahman. That is a canvas. On the canvas, everything has been put. If there was no canvas, you have no painting. So the canvas on which all these things are existing is the Brahman. Okay, that is one understanding we need to have. The other thing is that there is a guna. The mano buddhi, whatever we talked yesterday, if the body mind complex is supposed to be having guna. That's what we had a long discussion on that. So the gunas only do the work, not the atma. We discussed that at large. Gunas in the body, gunas in us are the ones, the prakuter jai gunaha, the gunas which came to us from the nature are the ones which makes us do the work, and we do things, but not the atma. So yesterday we discussed on that also extensively. Then what happens is that the gunas within us are interacting with the gunas outside, because eye is able to see the forms, so it is able to see a beautiful flower. Eyes interact with forms. Ears interact with the external music or external sound. So each one of the gunas in the external world of objects, our body has got a similar kind of reflective thing which is capable of interacting with them. And that is the way the exchange between the outer world takes place. So what Bhagavan was telling was, it is the interaction or the exchange between the guna, gunesha vartante. It is all the exchange that is taking place by themselves. And a person who has understood himself knows very clearly it is the gunas which are in action and not the atma. He is a witness to what is happening. So this is what yesterday we discussed about. And today we will further continue. Prakrutehe kriyabanani. Sorry, we have finished this. The next shloka will leave it, right? Prakrute gunasammudaha sajjante gunakarmasu. So we said that the entire thing is a body mind complex, is the one which is reflective of the gunas, and it is by nature it is all getting into a kind of interaction with the external world, prakrute. But now asammudaha, the person who does not understand that, what does he think? He feels that gunakarmasuhu sajjante. He is thinking that body and mind complex is not the one doing it. He feels that whatever he is doing, he is getting bound by that. He feels that he is getting bound in terms of the work that he is doing. But a person who is a jnani, he is not bound by the karmas that is being performed. Whereas asammudaha, the person who does not know what is right and what is wrong, the person who is deluded person, he is bound by the guna and karma. Okay, the prakriti, the guna and karma has come from the nature, and the person who is not understanding that, he is bound by the karma that he is doing, and he thinks that he is the doer. Okay, and tan akrishna vido. The thing is, tan means those people, akrishna vido means he has not understood things properly. He does not have a holistic understanding of what is karma. And mandan. Mandan means that he is having a very limited understanding, or he is not able to understand at all. When you are having a kind of a digestive problem, then even when you are able to get a very good food, the food that you like, we will not be able to accept it, because we say, my tummy is manda, I am not able to eat. You get the best of the food that he likes, also you will not be able to accept. So these kinds of people, akrishna vidaha, the people who are not fully understanding things, they are called mandan, mandabuddhi, which means that even if they are presented with information, they are not in a position to understand that, mandabuddhi. So tan akrishna vidaha mandan. Then for those people, Trishna Vinna, those people who understood what is karma yoga, those people who have an understanding of the self, vichalaye, they are not, na vichalaye, they are not supposed to confuse them. Please do not take any kind of extra effort in confusing them by telling what they are doing is not correct, etc. You only try to tell them that please follow dharmic way of doing things, and then let them do whatever they want to do. Just because you have got an understanding, please don't ever confuse. Similar kind of shloka, God has also, Bhagavan Krishna also talked around 2 shlokas earlier also. Do not confuse. Buddhi vedam na janayet, he told. Here also he says that these people are all bound by the actions that they do, and they don't have a proper understanding. They don't have holistic understanding. They are all mandas. They are all very limited capability in terms of thinking process. Not that they are useless, They got limited capability in terms of thinking process of this particular knowledge of what self is. And so Krishna Vinna, the people who are already fully aware of things, na vichalaye, they are not supposed to confuse them. Do not confuse them. That's what he says. So what he says is that just because you are on the path of Karma Yoga and you are understanding something better, don't try to immediately confuse people who are actively engaged with transactions in the world. They will take their own time to understand, but only ensure that those people are able to be responsibly acting and doing things in the proper, righteous way and not resorting to illegal or wrongful action. That's what God is telling. Next one.
Gurumurti Mahodaya.
Mayi
ma'am.
sarvani karmani
Mayi sarvani karmani. Mayi sarvani karmani.
sanyasyatma chetasa
Sanyasyatma chetasa. Sanyasyatma chetasa.
sanyasya
Sanyasya
adhyatma
adhyatma
sanyasyatma
sanyasyatma
chetasa
chetasa
sanyasyatma chetasa
sanyasyatma chetasa sanyasyatma chetasa
mayi sarvani karmani sanyasyatma chetasa
Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasyatma chetasa Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasyatma chetasa.
Good. Next.
Krishna Pavani Bhagini.
Yes, ma'am.
Nirashir nirmamo bhutva
निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा
युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः
युध्यस्व विगतजरः
विगतज्वरः ज्वरम affliction ज्वरः
जरः
विगतज्वरः
विगतज्वरः
निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः
निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः.
Good. Next.
Sai Lakshmi Bhagini.
मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि संयस्यात्मचेतसा
मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा.
Next.
Sri Lakshmi HR Bhagini.
निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः
निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः.
Good. Next.
Sheila Shinde Bhagini.
First line 2 times.
मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा
संयस्य अध्यात्म
चेतसा
अध्यात्म संयस्याध्यात्म अध्यात्म संयस्याध्यात्म
सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा.
You tell Sanyasya
Sanyasya
Adhyatma.
Adhyatma.
Adhyatma is your inner self. Adhyatma.
Adhyatma. Yes.
Sanyasya Adhyatma.
Sanyasya Adhyatma.
Sanyasyadhyatma.
Sanyasyadhyatma.
See, ya Sanyasya Adhyatma becomes Sanyasyadhyatma.
Sanyasyadhyatma.
Correct.
Okay. Sanyasyadhyatma chetasa.
Yasyadhyatma chetasa.
Sanyasyadhyatma chetasa.
Adhyatmam சொல்றோம் இல்லையா, we say adhyatmam, adhyatma chetasa. Okay, adhyatma chetasa, sanyasya adhyatma chetasa, sanyasya adhyatma chetasa, sanyasyadhyatma chetasa.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasyadhyatma chetasa.
Mai sarvani karmani sanyasyadhyatma chetasa. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasyadhyatma chetasa.
Good. Nirashi. Next.
K. Lalita Bhagini.
Nirashi nirmamo bhutva yudhyasva vikatachvaraha.
निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः.
Good. Next.
Veena Fani Shri Bhagini.
The first line 2 times.
नमस्ते महोदय.
Namaste.
मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि संन्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा. मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि संन्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा.
Good. Next.
Leena Mehul Dama Bhagini.
Second line 2 times.
निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः.
Good. Next.
Rajalakshmi Bhagini.
First line 2 times.
Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasyadhyatma chetasa. Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasyadhyatma chetasa.
Next.
Anupama Bhatt Bhagini.
Second line 2 times.
निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः.
Good. Next.
Srimati Bhagini.
The Shloka, full Shloka once.
Yes, Mother. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasyadhyatma chetasa nirashirnirmamo bhutva yudhyasva vigatajvara.
Good. Next.
Sharat Chavan Mahodaya.
The Shloka, full Shloka once.
Sharat Chavan Mahodaya. Okay. Lakshmi Bibi Bhagini.
मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि संन्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा. मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि संन्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः. निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः.
Next.
Lakshmi Bibi Bhagini.
Yes.
Once both are.
Yes, sir. मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा निराशिर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः.
Good. Next,
Gurumurthy Mahodaya.
both the lines once.
मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्यात्मचेतसा निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः.
Good. One more person, I will take the meaning.
Anupama Bhatt Bhagini.
मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः.
Good. So we'll go to the meaning of this. So now, what Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna is that he has got to act when he is in a situation. What the situation warrants, he has got to act on that. There's no two way about it because he's a karma. He is in the path of karma. As a karma, for a karma yogi, in any situation, what is expected of a person to do should be done. That is, it's a kartavyam. Okay, it has got to be done. That is what is the karma yogi's thought process. One. Secondly, a karma yogi also should be very, very clear that he is not going to be thinking of phala and then do things. That is not the intention. Third thing is he has got to have samatvam. Yes, he should know whether it is going to be positive results or negative results or whatever is the result, he should have a prasada buddhi for accepting it. He should have a samatvam. So these are all the things that we had learned in the earlier chapter also about the karma yoga, some of the things that we need to be very clear about it. So here what Bhagavan is now telling is that now he has got to act and he is telling Arjuna, Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasya. So you are now going to act. Whatever karma you are going to do, you just surrender that to me. Mayi sanyasya, or give it up to me. Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasya. You please, whatever karma you are doing, that karma you do a sannyasa of the karma to me. Okay, but you should act and put the entire karma, that sannyasa, you do it as a offering to me. Adhyatma chetasa. Mind is primarily, we all know our minds. But Adhyatma Chetasa is a discriminating mind. Adhyatma, when you are really thinking deep and you are going to be involved into a deeper thinking process, you know how to discriminate. You know what is right, you know what is wrong. You will know. Definitely everybody will be able to make out what they are doing is right or what they are doing is not correct. All those things, Adhyatma Chetasa, they will be able to really do that. Okay, so we are discriminating Adhyatma Chetasa, Adhyatma mind. Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasya. You please surrender all your acts to me. It is something like your boss will tell a person, I am telling you, guy, you please go and get it done. That's it. Don't ask me what, why, etc. You are supposed to do it. Okay. And any kind of consequences, I will take care of it. So Bhagavan is now telling him that, Arjuna, I am telling you to do it. And you do it. Karma sannyasa, you do it and do it. Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasya. Then you do it. That's it. Beyond that, you don't worry about it. Whatever is the consequences of this action is all mine. That's what he's telling. Like in the army front, the commander of the troop, he says, just go and fire. That's it. He is telling that I am taking all the responsibilities. You are supposed to go and fire. So Bhagavan here also says that to a karma yoga person, you please, karmas, you do a sannyasa to me. Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasya. Adhyatma chetasa, with discriminating mind, you please ensure that you are giving up all the karmas to me. That's what Lord says. Nirashihi. Nirashihi means do not have any kind of asha. Asha means looking at in the future, I want this. So I am doing this. He says you don't have that kind of thing. So the most important thing is that whenever we do certain things, we are supposed to do certain things. Kartavyam is there, we have to do certain things. When you have something to be done, when we are looking at what is that we need to get in turn for that, then what happens is that we start compromising on what we are going to do now, looking at what we need to get in the future. We always try to maneuver and manipulate our current action, looking at what you should have to get out of that in the future. You please think about it. All of us manipulate. Even what is to be done, we may not do immediately, or we'll do it in a different way because we want to manipulate the results. But here, what Bhagavan is telling is very clearly is Nirashihi. Do not have any expectation that this is the way the result should come. Do not put that these are the kinds of expectation I have, which is going to be taken care of my selfish interest. So I will do it this way. Don't put your selfish interest. Nirashihi, you do it Nirashihi. And another thing is that he says that it is Ishvara's order. And when you are asked to do a job and you do not know why you are supposed to be doing a job and you are doing it. Okay, in this particular case, Arjuna knows that he has got to fight the war, but doesn't matter. You may be in a situation where you have to act, but the situation is not because of you. The situation is because of somebody else, but you have got to act. Okay, but acting at that particular point is yours. Why the situation has come is because Ishvara has made a situation for you to face at that point in time. So the situation has come to you. Situation is not your making at all. In that particular case, you only act. Do not try to foresee what is that I'm going to gain out of it. Nirashihi. The next thing is nirmamaha. Mama is mine. Mama putra, mama griham, mama karyalayam, mama vahanam. So we have the mindness. We have a possessiveness of everything in the world. Be it people, be it materials, be it power, be it money, everything we got possessiveness. But God says nirmama. Okay. Do not bring mamakara into this. Do not have that view that it is mine. I am doing it for this, like that. Don't do that way. Do not have possessiveness for this. But here, the other important thing that he is telling is that supposing you are asked to do a job, okay, and you do not know why you have been asked to do the job by maybe your senior elderly people in the house or somebody in the organization also. When you are asked to do a job, there is also a situation where we'll say, this is not my job. Why should I do it? Right? So that is also mama. Mama is not only getting in possession, mama is also refusing to do something because you say, this is not my job. This is not what I am supposed to do. This I will not do, mama. So he says that, do not think that it is not my job. You think that nir mama means, do not think that I will not do this. Nir mama. Don't have that kind of attitude. Okay. So you try to ensure that nirashihi, nirmama, these two things you understand. Bhutva yudhyasva, then wage the war. Wage the war. Vikadachvaraha. Vikadachvaraha means that you are not supposed to have, 1 second. You have to fight cheerfully. Just because you have been put into fight in that particular situation and you have to do because Lord Krishna is asking you to act, don't do just because I have to just manage my time and then finish it up and go. No, you have to be cheerful. You should not make an iota of complaint of why you are doing that. You should not have frustration. You should not have despair. You should not have anger also. He says no frustration, no anger, no despair. You have to be cheerful in doing it and you are not supposed to complain. You please be like that. You first ensure that anything that has got to be kartavyam, you do it. And then when you are doing it as a karma yogi, Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasya. You please surrender all your karma to me. Whether the consequences is all not your problem. You are not going to be affected by the palas of that, papas or punyas, because I am taking everything, myself as God. Nirashihi, nirmamaha, then you fight. You jasva, vikadachvaraha, no complaint, no frustration, no anger, but with a tremendous amount of cheerfulness, you have to do this. So he is now telling that he has got to be a karma, sarva karma sannyasi. In this particular case, a sannyasi is a person who does not do any karma. He is only sitting and then learning jnana from a guru. Whereas all the other people who are mumukshutvam, we are all in the mumukshutvam path because we want to understand ourselves. We are taking the karma yoga path. So when you have a karma yoga path, we need to have an attitude that the karma that I am doing is ordained by me, ordained on me by Ishvara. I am not doing it for me. I am doing it because Ishvara wants this thing to be done. So I am doing it. So the karma I am doing it, and the karma I am doing a sannyasa. Who is the person who is taking it? God is taking that karma. You are giving that, you are sacrificing, you are giving the sanya, karma sanya, sarva karma sannyasam, you are giving it to Lord Krishna. Krishna takes care of it. He is not going to bind you with action. He is not going to bind you with papa punya. He is not going to bind you with the results of actions also. So, Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasya nirmamo nirashihi yudhyasva vikatashvaraha. So, he is very clear in telling all these things. So, what I am telling is that these are all very important words that we have in the case of Bhagavad Gita. Nirashihi, nirmamaha, vikatashvaraha, sarva sankalpa sanyasi. No, then all those kinds of things, maybe you may have to keep in your mind, because these are all the things that one needs to practice if they want to be following the Karma Yoga path. Karma Yoga path, only Kartrutvam, what is to be done, we will do. We will do because it is the order of the Ishvara. Ishvara wants it to be done, so I am doing it. Though the situation is not because of me, I am in the situation and I will have to do it, I will do it. That's what should be the attitude for Karma Yogi. So that is what he is telling in this. Magi sarvani karmani sanyasyat chetasa nirashihi nirmamaha bhutva yudhyasva vigatachvaraha. Yeah. Next.
Vijayalakshmi R. Bagini.
Ye me matamitam nityam.
Ye me madamidan nityam. Ye me matamidan nityam.
Anutishtanti manavaha.
Anutishtanti manavaha. Anutishtanti manavaha.
Ye me matamidham nityam anutishtanti manavaha.
Ye me matamidan nityam anutishtanti manavaha. Ye me matamidan nityam anutishtanti manavaha.
Next.
Sheila Shinde Bagini.
Shraddhavanto na suyantaha.
Sheila Shinde Bagini.
Yes, ma'am.
Shraddhavanto na suyantaha.
Yes. Shraddhavanto na suyantaha. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Twice you should say. Shraddhavanto na suyantaha.
Shraddhavanto na suyantaha. Shraddhavanto na suyantaha.
Mujyante tepi karmabhihi.
Mucchante tepi karmabhihi. Mucchante tepi karmabhihi.
Shraddhavanto na suyantaha. Mujyante tepi karmabhihi.
Shraddhavanto na suyantaha. Mucchante tepi karmabhihi. Shraddhavanto na suyantaha. Mucchante tepi karmabhihi.
Next.
K. Lalita Bagini.
Ye me matamidham nityam anutishtanti manavaha.
Ye me matamidan nityam anutishtanti manavaha. Ye me matamidan nityam anutishtanti manavaha.
Good. Next.
Sri Lakshmi HR Bagini.
Shraddhavanto na suyantaha. Mujyante tepi karmabhihi.
Shraddhavanto na suyantaha. Muchyante tepi karmabhihi. Shraddhavanto na suyantaha. Muchyante tepi karmabhihi.
Next.
Kashmira Bagini.
First line 2 times.
Yes, sir. Ye me matamidan nityam. अनुतिष्ठन्ति मानवाः ये मे मतमिदं नित्यम् अनुतिष्ठन्ति मानवाः.
Good. Next.
लीना मेहुल्दामा भगिनी.
Second line 2 times.
श्रद्धावन्तो न सूयन्तः मुच्यन्ते तेऽपि कर्मभिः. श्रद्धावन्तो न सूयन्तः मुच्यन्ते तेऽपि कर्मभिः.
Good. Next.
वीणा फानी श्री भगिनी.
Both the lines once.
Yes, sir. ये मे मतमिदं नित्यम् अनुतिष्ठन्ति मानवाः श्रद्धावन्तो न शूयन्तः मुच्यन्ते तेऽपि कर्मभिः.
Good. Next.
गुरुमूर्ति महोदया.
Yes, ma'am.
The two lines. Yeah, go ahead.
ये मे मतमिदं नित्यम् अनुतिष्ठन्ति मानवाः श्रद्धावन्तो न सूयन्तः मुच्यन्ते तेऽपि कर्मभिः.
Good. Next.
शरद चवन महोदया.
Two lines once.
ये मे मतमिदं नित्यम् अनुतिष्ठन्ति मानवः श्रद्धावन्तो न सूयन्तः मुच्यन्ते अपि कर्मभिः.
Muchyante tepi karmabhihi.
मुच्यन्ते तेऽपि कर्मभिः.
And one more request is that whenever in Sanskrit, unless otherwise specifically you find a small line at the bottom of the akshara, you should not use half matra. It's not matmidam. Matamidam. Only in the case of nityam, there is a in the bottom you got line. Then only nityam. Otherwise, you have to say it full. Like Shraddha, you will find a da at the bottom is line. So id, that will be id. So here it is not mat, it is mata midhan.
Ma plus, ma plus a.
Mata.
Yeah, mata.
Yeah,
mata midam.
Yeah, you should. So I'm sure that many people from Hindi, they're reading a lot of Hindi, Marathi, and other things. They have this challenge of ta and it. They always have a confusion for most of the aksharams, half matra and full matra. But Sanskrit, you be very clear that unless otherwise indicated, it is full.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Next.
Rajalakshmi Bhagini.
Both the lines once.
ये मे मतमिदं नित्यम् अनुतिष्ठन्ति मानवाः श्रद्धावन्तो न सूयन्तः मुच्यन्ते तेऽपि कर्मभिः.
Good. Next.
Srimati Bhagini.
Yes, Madhya.
Yeah.
ये मे मतमिदं नित्यम् अनुतिष्ठन्ति मानवाः श्रद्धावन्तो न सूयन्तः मुच्यन्ते तेऽपि कर्मभिः.
So we'll go to the reading of that. Shraddhavantaha. Shraddha means what Shankaracharya says in one of his bhashyams is that Shraddha is Guru Veda Vakyeshu Vishwasaha. That is, he says very clearly that there is going to be a total faith in terms of what a Guru has told or what our own Vedas, Upanishads have all told. So just accepting it without questioning is called Shraddha. Okay, I think we have discussed about Shraddha earlier also, that when you go to a place, a new place where you do not know how to go to a place, then you ask a person, how do I go to so-and-so place? I want to go to this Krishna confectioner stores. How do I go? And that fellow will say, okay, you go here, and then after 50 minutes, take a right turn. You'll find one tree there, take a left turn. Then you will be a shop will be there, Rama's shop will be there. There will be 3 roads going. Take the second road, go inside. On the 5th shop on the left is so-and-so shop. So you don't know anything, and you have got total faith in the person who has told that, and you just follow that and reach your destination. Similarly, for all of us who are trying to understand ourselves, we do not know what is self. We do not know what is Brahman. We are all in the process of understanding that. So here, the Vedas are the only thing that is telling us how to understand yourself. So it is just a kind of blind faith you have to have on them. And then you follow the path. Like the person told you go left, right, and then follow this and go there. You just follow what Vedas are telling, and then you'll be able to reach your destination of understanding yourself, understanding Brahman, understanding Ishvara. So that is what is Shraddha. Shraddha is Guru Veda Vakyadishu Vishwasaha. So he says that what Bhagavan is telling is that the person who is Shraddhavantaha, the person who has got a full faith in whom? Guru and Veda Vakya. But now Krishna is a Guru for Arjuna at this point in time. Though Krishna is a Guru for all of us, at this point in time, he's telling Arjuna, become Shraddhavantaha, believe me, have faith in me. Anasuyantaha, do not have any doubt in what I am telling. Do not try to find a fault in the teacher or the teaching. Anasuyantaha, have faith. Shraddhavantaha, Anasuyantaha, do not have doubt in my teaching and do not even doubt me. Teaching as well as teacher, do not doubt. If you are able to have Shraddha and Anasuyantaha, then Nityam Anutishtanti. If you are going to follow every day, day in and day out, every time when you have an opportunity for doing things, kartavyam, you do the kartavyam as a ordained from the Lord and do that. Nityam Anutishtanti Manavaha. All the people should follow it like that. Yeme matam idam. That is my teaching. My teaching is that whatever I am telling now, that you have to be a kartrutvam, you have to act on the things. But while you are acting, Mayi Sarvani Karmani Sanyasya, you do the thing that you are doing a job for Ishvara, and then you do the Arpanam. Arpanam of whatever you are doing, you do it, give it to me, and then do the job with Vigadachvaraha, without any kind of, do it with cheerfulness, without any kind of, lack of interest or frustration or anger or despair. No, don't have any of those things. Just do that. That is kartavyam, I'll do it. Okay. That is, do it every time. Nitya means whenever you have such situations, you keep doing it with Shraddha, without any questioning of the teacher or the taught. If you are doing that, muchyante te api karma bihi, then whatever has been the karmas that you are going to bind you to the samsara, you will be freed of all those kinds of things. Muchyante te api karma bihi means not only you will be freed of the karma that you are doing, but you will also be sarva karma, you will also be able to get rid of. You will be able to get rid of that because you are having the attitude of karma yoga when you are doing that. Okay. So that is what he says is my teaching. Eme matam idam. Matam in this case is called teaching. This is my teaching. And follow this attitude towards karma yoga every day. Nityam. Shraddhavantah anasugyantaha. Then muchyante tepi karma bihi. You will be absolved of all the bondages due to karma. Muchyante tepi karma bihi. That's what he's telling. So those who, when you are able to get rid of all your karmas, then what is that? You are going to get a highway to the moksha. You are able to get into the liberation mode, and you will be able to get into the you will be able to gain moksha. That's what Bhagavan is telling in this particular shloka. Next shloka.
Krishna Pavani Bhagini.
Yes, ma'am.
Ye tve tadapyasuyantaha.
Ye tve tadapyasuyantaha. Ye tve tadapyasuyantaha.
Nanutishtanti me matam.
Nanutishtanti me matam. Nanutishtanti me matam.
Ye tve tadapyasuyantaha.
Ye tve tadapyasuyantaha. Nanutishtanti me matam.
Good.
Ye tve tadapyasuyantaha. Nanutishtanti me matam.
Good. Next.
Sai Lakshmi Bhagini.
Yes, Mother.
Sarvajnana vimuranstan.
Sarvajnana vimudhamstam. Sarvajnana vimudhamstam.
Viddhi nashtana chetasaha.
विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः
सर्वज्ञानविमूढांस्तान् विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः
सर्वज्ञानविमूढांस्तान् विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः सर्वज्ञानविमूढांस्तान् विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः
Good. Next.
K. Lalita Bhagini.
ये त्वेतदभ्यसूयन्तः नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम्
ये त्वेतदभ्यसूयन्तः नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम् ये त्वेतदभ्यसूयन्तः नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम्.
Good. Next.
Sheila Shinde Bhagini.
Yes, ma'am.
सर्वज्ञानविमूढांस्तान् विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः
सर्वज्ञानविमूढास्तान् विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः सर्वज्ञानविमूढास्तान् विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः.
Next.
Anupama Bhatt Bhagini.
First line 2 times.
ये त्वेदभ्यसूयन्तः नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम् ये त्वेतदभ्यसूयन्तः नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम्.
Good. Next.
Lakshmi Bibi Bhagini.
Second line 2 times.
Yes. सर्वज्ञानविमूढांस्तान् विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः सर्वज्ञानविमूढांस्तान् विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः.
Good. Next.
Vijay Lakshmi R Bhagini.
2 lines, one slowly.
ये त्वेतदभ्यसूयन्तः नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम् सर्वज्ञानविमूढांस्तान् विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः.
Good. Next.
Kashmira Bhagini.
2 lines once.
Yes, sir. ये त्वेतदभ्यसूयन्तः नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम् सर्वज्ञानविमूढांस्तान् विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः.
Good. Next.
Gurumurthy Mahodaya.
Yes, sir.
Both the lines one.
ये त्वेतदभ्यसूयन्तः नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम् सर्वज्ञानविमूढांस्तान् विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः.
One more person.
Veena Fani Shri Bhagini.
Yes, sir. ये त्वेतदभ्यसूयन्तः नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम् सर्वज्ञानविमूढांस्तान् विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः.
So we'll go to the meaning of this. So earlier he told that Shraddhavantaha Anasuyantaha. One should have Shraddha and one should also not find fault. Not finding fault in the teaching. With Shraddha, if they are able to follow Anutrittanti Nityam, if they are following every time, then the Matam Idam, that my teaching, then Muchante Tepi Karmabihi. They are freed of all the karmas and then the thing, and they are in the path for moksha. That's what he said. Two, however, or but, ye, in this case, ye, tu, etad abhyasuyantaha. That means that if there are some people, abhyasuyantaha, they are only finding fault in my teachings, fault in the Vedas, fault in the teachings, okay? And na anutishtanti, they are not following the teaching. Me matam is my teaching. If they are not following my teaching, if they are only trying to find fault, etad abhyasuyantaha, Those people are sarva jnana vimudanstan. Those people are, as far as the jnana is concerned, the holistic jnana is concerned, they are vimuda, tan vimudam. So these people are all absolutely deluded people. They don't know anything. With the nashtana achetasaha, understand that they have wasted. Their buddhi is wasted. Their buddhi is that chetasaha can be mind. Chetasa in this particular case can be called buddhi. Buddhi is the one which helps us in terms of discriminative capability. Vivekam comes from only for the buddhi. Buddhi only tells us what is right, what is wrong. Mind only is a flow of thought, but buddhi only makes us to have a discriminative capability. But if these people are not going to follow these kinds of things, which is going to help them in terms of karma yogic thought, and they are doing things as ordained by the Ishvara, and they are only finding fault with me and my teachings or Vedas, then they are all absolutely devoid of understanding. Total deluded people. Sarvajnana vimudan. Tan sarvajnana vimudan. They are nashta achetasaha. They have got absolutely wasted intelligence, wasted buddhi. That's what he says. Supposing you are in a class 5 and then you are not able to pass your class 5, then we will again have to continue in the class 5. Okay. Similarly, the reason why Bhagavan has given his body is that we need to move up. We need to move up and then get to liberation so that we are out into, we become one with the Paramatma. So if we are not able to understand these things and then we are wasting our time, our buddhi is not capable of doing the right thing and not following what Bhagavan and the Vedas are telling, then our buddhi is lost means, then again what happens? Again we'll be born and then samsara will continue. Like the person should go to again class 5, we'll be again born as a human being and again pass through all these kinds of things. Find one person who will be able to help us in terms of understanding the purpose of life, then understand some amount of Gita, try to understand some practice, then slowly try to change the buddhi and then keep on improving. So whether you want to have some more birth and then do it, or now it is a choice that one can make. Otherwise, these people have a nashta achetasaha. Their buddhis are getting destroyed. But one more thing is that buddhi, one of the beauties of the buddhi or intelligence is that at some point in time, it might look as though they are not able to understand or they are doing something wrong. A big criminal also would have done something as a major crime, but after some time, he himself will realize and they have become very good people also. It's not that in this life itself, people will be able to come back. That is the beauty of the buddhi that we have, which has got a vivekam, which is capability of discriminating and knowing what is right and what is wrong. So it is possible to come back. But at that point in time, if they are not able to follow these kinds of things and they are trying to only find fault, then those people are wasting their time, wasting their efforts, wasting their buddhi. So that is what Bhagavan is telling. So what at the end of the day he is telling is that have karma yoga as an attitude. One, what is to be done, you have to do. Kartrutvam, kartavyam, you have to do that, but don't have kartrutvam. Kartavyam is what is to be done should be done. Kartrutvam is the attitude of that I am doing it. No, it is guna, gunesha vartante. It is because of the prakrite guna sammudaha. Prakrite gunaha. The gunas which has come out of the nature is the one that is doing the thing. I am not the doer. So the kartrutvam bhava should not be there. Karma yoga attitude should be there. The nirashi nirmamaha is going to be required. And then whatever a God has told, Shraddhavantaha, Anasuyantaha, you have to have those kinds of things. And then if you're able to do that, Nityam Anutishtanti, when you're able to do it continuously, then you are in the path of Karma Yoga, where you are not looking at anything for your benefit, but you are thinking that you are doing it for the purpose of making the Ishvara's order. And that is going to provide you with the, what is that? Atma Chutti. What is it? Antakarana Chutti, which is able to help you in terms of getting the knowledge, which is going to liberate you from the samsara or bondage of birth and death. So we'll continue, we'll stop with this particular shloka today. Okay. Prakruter guna sammudaha sajjante guna karmasu tana kritsna vidho mandan kritsna vinna vichalayet Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasyatma chetasa nirashir nirmamo bhutva yujyasva vikatachvaraha ye me matamidham nityam अनुतिष्ठन्ति मानवाः श्रद्धावन्तो न सूयन्तः मुच्यन्ते तेऽपि कर्मभिः ये त्वेतदभ्यसूयन्तः नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम् सर्वज्ञानविमूढांस्तान् विद्धि नष्टान् चेतसः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।